Hey Joe, long time no see. What are all these boxes doing here?
Oh, hello, Mr. Patman. It's actually your latest DVD, and I'm sharing them with my network. I'm so excited. I'm shipping these out to Africa. I got some for Asia. I got Australia over here. Look at all these for going to America.
Unbelievable, Joe. I'm so happy to find out that you're distributing our training material all over the world. I need more people like you out there in our network. And if you keep up this good work, I'm very sure that next year V Studios are going to create so much more. Hello? Mods? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just around the corner. 15 minutes, I'll be there. Same place. See you there. Bye. Where did I put it? Where is it? Ah, here it is. Well, guys, I've got some great news and some bad news. I just met an IR called Joe, and I just found out that the past 1 year we have distributed over 5 million of my DVDs all over the world. The bad news is V Studios is shutting down tomorrow. Remember, guys, duplicate good deeds, not DVDs. Buy original. Greetings to my V family all over the world. This is your sexiest upline ever, the one and only Patman Senatiraja, recording all my new videos barefooted for 2 reasons. Firstly, I want my feet on the ground, and I just realized today that besides being sexy all over, even my feet are technically sexy. So if you can see my feet, alright, it's all planned. It's not that I can't afford shoes. So guys, I made a video a long time ago on this topic which a lot of people coming into the industry don't understand, misunderstand, abuse, alright, and don't know how to use, called the concept of edification. Now, over the years, I have realized that our industry of network marketing doesn't require any new knowledge, doesn't require any certain specific skill. And I have proven this over the past 18 years, that if you have a dream, you're willing to pay the price, and you are consistent, right, you will achieve your goals. Now, during that journey of being a networker, you pick up knowledge that actually already exists in you, but you differentiate the knowledge you already have to the new knowledge in networking, and you assume you're learning something new. Let's take this amazing topic called edification. Now, I'm a firm believer of the concept of edification. From the first day coming into this industry of network marketing, I saw this concept edification and I misunderstood it. The first time I experienced it, I was very young. I'm still young, but I was much younger then. I saw somebody introduce somebody on stage. Now, before that, I have seen many people introduce people on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. David Sharma. That's it. Stop. David Sharma comes on stage, he speaks. Then he says, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Arun George. And introductions were generally to announce the name of the next speaker, whether it's at a wedding, whether it's at a formal event where the master of ceremony speaks. But when I got into the industry of network marketing, I watched these people go up on stage, and they didn't just introduce the name of the person. They took it to a whole new limitless level. They started talking about the person's greatness, skill, potential, success, personality, looks, all right, family. They started introducing people by describing the person in a positive way that gave me, all right, confidence, all right, curiosity, excitement to listen to the person. And that was the first time I understood the power of edification. That the person who was coming up on stage was a complete stranger to me. But based on the introduction given by the speaker before, I actually got excited to listen to this complete stranger. That in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, the speaker who introduced the next speaker managed to open my mind, open my heart, empty my cup, and be willing to listen to what the next speaker is speaking. That is when I understood the power of edification. Now, first I realized that this is something unique, special. It's a skill set that I have to acquire. Then I started to realize that I've always known this, that edification has been part of our lives the whole time. Even looking at our parents, when they introduce us at Christmas or Diwali or Eid or Chinese New Year, our parents would proudly announce us as children based on our achievements. Like, this is my youngest son, he got straight A's in the last exam. Or this is my oldest daughter, she plays the violin like a professional. Then I started to look back at my journey of life, and I realized that edification has always been part of our lives. That we edify people, places, restaurants, products, countries, holiday destination. We build up what we are about to say about someone, something, somewhere, to give it power, to make it more attractive, to convince the listener that this is what they should do, buy, or go to a place. So edification is part of who we are. Now, there are certain rules you practice in edification. Firstly, all right, it must be based on truth. If you edify someone or something or the company or the concept of business based on a lie, in today's world, person can find out in 2 seconds by Googling it on their smartphone. Just like that. So if I introduce somebody and I say, this is the ex-president of the United States of America, one of the greatest presidents the country has ever seen, and the person comes up and he works down in McDonald's, never even been close to the vicinity of the White House, people are going to know immediately. So you cannot lie in edification. Now, you cannot edify somebody, all right, where you have no knowledge of that person. That means a complete stranger in the bus stop, you said, hey, this guy is a great businessman, great public speaker, a great father, all right, a great football player, but I don't know his name. I just met him 3 seconds ago. So edification is a science today, especially in the industry of network marketing. Now, I take a lot of pride learning from the best, like Dato Sri Vijay Ishwar and Japadas Bismarck, our 2 founders, that the power of edification is a tool that you use in network marketing. But this tool has to be used wisely. This tool cannot be abused, all right? It cannot be used for malicious intent, all right? To misrepresent, okay, lie, or get a benefit only for yourself. Now, edification has to be purely about something or someone else. Self-edification, all right, is arrogance. Self-edification, you cannot introduce yourself on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to speak. But before I speak, let me tell you how great I am. That alone will switch off everyone in the crowd. That's why in our industry, in network marketing, you always get somebody else to edify you. Now, if that person has high credibility, high integrity, amazing success, and well respected by the crowd already, that edification becomes very powerful. For example, if Dato Sri Vijay comes up on stage and edifies me, alright, firstly, it will bring tears to my eyes. Alright, secondly, I can be a complete moron of the first order. And if he edifies me, the crowd will still go crazy because it's Dato Sri Vijay edifying somebody. That means it's not about the person, about his credibility. Dato Sri's success. That if he is taking the time to edify somebody, that person must be extremely important, valuable, powerful, successful in every aspect to be brought up by somebody like Dato Sri Vijay. So today on this video, I'm going to explain to you the basics of edification, how would you edify, and how powerful edification is to help you build your organization, help you empower your downlines and your uplines. Now, firstly, the basics of edification, as I mentioned earlier, edification is not limited to a person. That we edify the industry of network marketing. We can edify QNet. We can edify a product. We can edify an event. All right? We can edify anything, basically. I always make this statement that I am confident enough that I could edify a monkey and make that the most powerful monkey in the industry of network marketing. That if I brought a monkey on stage after edifying that monkey, all of you would open your notebook and start taking notes, even if the monkey just did this. You understand? Alright, so edification is powerful. Don't limit it only on stage. That edification can happen in a coffee shop, on a one-on-one, in a home meeting. Edification applies to every aspect of your journey in this business. So let's go back to the beginning. First, edification applies to anything, everything, product, company, industry, people, every aspect. VCon, QI Tower, everything has to be edified. It comes from the word edify, edification, alright? It's just an extension of the word, it's an action. So take for example, you have watched me at VCon on stage, bring up V partners, bring up the two great ones, Dato Sri Vijay, Japadas Bismarck, alright? And I speak about them. Now the first rule of edification, okay, is speak from your heart. Don't take notes. Edification is not a technique that you need to master. I have learned edification just by getting to know people. I edify my mother, God bless her soul, as the most amazing woman I will ever know in my life. A person who took me, brought me up, looked after me, taught me my core value system. A person who instilled the value of love in my heart. A person who was there for me in my darkest hours. A person who never gave up on me, even when I gave up on myself. A person who taught me how to be the man I am today. Taught me the value of respect. Taught me the value of discipline. Taught me the value of respecting myself before I can have the ability to respect others. Taught me the value of loyalty and love and service. She taught me the value of understanding life, spirituality, God. And this woman, right, defines who I am today. That I stand here as living proof. And I pray that I can live up to her expectation and her legacy as my mother, my best friend, my guardian. Now, I lost my mother in 2010, and I can still edify her today so that you would understand how valuable she is to me, how important she is to me. And that's the power of edification. As long as it comes from your heart, it can never be wrong. Now, edification doesn't have to be facts. If you edify somebody based on facts. Like this person has made $10,388 US last week. And this person lives in number 16, all right, Brick Lane. All right, this person wears a suit made in Italy. Now, this kind of factual, materialistic edification works to a very little extent compared to speaking from your heart and edifying the person. The impact the person has had on your life is far more valuable than edifying their success or how much money they have made. Now, that's part of networking, but don't make your whole edification based on numbers and facts. That edification today requires emotion, requires you to speak from your heart. And this gives a clear message to the crowd that it's genuine, that you are speaking the truth when you edify somebody. Now, edification is firstly done by words, all right? That you bring up somebody to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to bring up my upline, the person who's responsible for me taking my first step into this amazing business called network marketing, into this amazing company called QNet. The person who instilled faith in me that I have limitless potential. A person who has held my hand over the past few years and guided me every step of the way. And every time I face a challenge, he or she was by my side, helping me overcome that challenge. I give gratitude and respect for my success to this person, for my growth as an individual to this person. I am here today because of this person guiding me and being part of my life. So please help me welcome up on stage the person's name. You see what I did? I spoke about my relationship. I spoke about the impact that person has in my life. Not only glorify the person as my upline, successful multimillionaire, right? I believe, as your chief and upline, that today's networkers, the generation of people coming into our organization today, don't just want to listen to success stories. They want to listen to real stories. They want the human factor. They want people to see not only the success, but see the person, the heart of that person, to understand who's going to be speaking to them. Because the person coming up on stage after that is going to hold the microphone and speak to the crowd, which are most probably your downlines, and share knowledge, wisdom, and everything with your crowd. So you need your crowd to connect. So what is edification? Edification is building that bridge between the speaker and the participants. Building that bridge to make the speaker more effective in communicating his or her message to the crowd, to empower the words of the speaker. Because not every speaker comes up like a rock star, all right, and mesmerizes the crowd. But if you do your edification properly, you level the expectation of the participants, all right, whether it's the coffee shop 101, all right, or in a big crowd. So if I were to bring up somebody, all right, who doesn't speak much, who is not a glamorous, flamboyant speaker, but he's a good guy, great networker, speaks from his heart, effective at what he does, then I will bring that person up accordingly. I will say, ladies and gentlemen, this person is a man of few words, but until today, every time he speaks to me, whether over coffee or in a home meeting or in a system or up on stage, he represents the true essence of a networker. Like Mr. Joseph Bismarck, this man is the master. That this person, I have seen him sign up the toughest prospects, the prospects with the toughest questions, the moron prospects. This man has turned them around just by sitting and focusing on their questions, answering it with concise precision and factually. That this man is today one of the greatest uplines I have had the pleasure of meeting and working with. So sit down, listen to him. Listen to every word he says. His voice may not be the loudest, but his message is the loudest I have ever heard. He may not make you laugh, but he will change the way you think. He may not mesmerize you, but he will inspire you. So please help me welcome. So what I did was I leveled the expectation. I leveled the expectation so the person doesn't sit down, go up there and say, hello, my name is Padman Senatiraja. But the crowd already knows, okay, I'm not expecting him to be mesmerizing. All right, now let's listen to him carefully. Now, edification is also applicable in a one-on-one. If you are bringing your upline, all right, to edify in a one-on-one presentation where your upline is doing, that's the most best platform to edify somebody. All right, like listen, Arun, okay, you are very lucky today because I'm not the one doing the presentation. I managed to squeeze 30 minutes from my upline's hectic full day to be here to present to you because I think you're one of the best potential prospects I have met in the past few years of building this business. All right, his name is Sachin Gupta. All right, he's truly one of the most successful networkers in this organization. Or his name is Tobeng, one of the greatest success stories in the industry. All right, or Fofana, or Mohanat, or Yasir, all right, okay, or Erkan, or Hamid, okay, or Wasanta. Whoever you're saying or sharing the names, basically, you're bringing that person. Now, this person has built his business not only here, but all over the world. He represents the true essence of a networker, an entrepreneur who not only believes in the concept of network marketing, but has proven track record over the years of being one of our best success stories. He's also a man or woman, all right, who has built this organization not only locally, but globally. So for the next 30 minutes, listen to every word that he has to share about this business concept. And if you're lucky, he'll have time to answer one or two questions. Again, let me emphasize, having him here is, I think, one of your greatest privileges. Whether you sign up or not, it doesn't matter today. But having these 30 minutes with this person is already a privilege for you. So you build up the expectation of the prospect sitting there. And when that upline comes, you have already reduced the workload by 30%. You have already empowered the person before he opens his mouth to say hello, good afternoon. That's the power of edification. Now, edification is never perfected at one point. You grow. That I have been edifying people on stage for 18 years from every nationality, every religion, and different cultures around the world. I've edified people on VCon stage, I've edified people in private meetings, I've edified people in the freaking jungle. All right? And edification, you evolve, you improve, and only practice makes you better. So edify your kids when you introduce them to somebody else. Just don't say, this is my son. I edify all my kids. Right? It empowers them. It makes them feel special. It makes them feel appreciated. All right? So edification is a necessity in network marketing. That you cannot build your organization, right, without edification. Whether it's a man, a woman, a single mother, a homemaker. I love edifying mothers. I love edifying people with not an illustrious background. I love edifying the common man, the common woman with the uncommon dream. Normal people who would appreciate the edification that empowers them. People who just got into network marketing can be edified. You can edify somebody who hasn't earned a check. You can edify somebody who's maxing out every week. You can edify somebody, all right, who's been building this business for one day or building this business for 10 years. It doesn't matter. There are different aspects of edification. So first is edification by words. And then it comes to edification by action. Not only words, all right, that you edify, okay, a person by action. That means if I'm sitting down, and you have seen this, with all my downlines, and my upline, Dato Sri Vijay, is walking. They may not know Dato Sri Vijay, which is not possible now, but 18 years ago, yes. All right, they are sitting singing, okay, your upline is coming. So So what? I stand up immediately. They get shocked because it's not in normal culture to stand up unless a president is coming, unless somebody important is coming. So your action of standing up when the person you are edifying approaches the table already sets the tone. The edification has begun. I clear the chair. I pull the chair back. Please, Dato Sri, have a seat. These are my downlines. And then you go into your words to edify Dato Sri. Then you make sure he has a glass of water. Fill up the glass of water yourself. Alright? Because this is an important person. This is the most important person your downlines are going to meet. Edification by action. Alright? Edification by action is sitting attentive when your upline is speaking and not using your phone or talking to your girlfriend. Okay, show the plan. Do the presentation. Hello baby, how are you? You understand? Hi bunny, hi bumblebee. You can't do that. You have to stay focused. So when Dato Sri Vijay is speaking, alright, regardless if I've heard him 1,000 times, I will be very attentive for two reasons. Edification, and number two, the message goes into me again. Repetition is the greatest teacher. I've listened to this great man for 18 years and I still listen to him. Alright, so I sit down there, I'm very attentive. I nod my head. Alright, Dato Sri coughs, I push the glass of water immediately in front of him. Alright, I do not leave any room for anyone to assume that I don't respect this man. Alright, there's no room for that mistake. So whoever your upline is, your actions can speak louder than words. How you react when they walk into a room, alright, or they go into your car, you open the door for your upline. It shows that you respect this person. It empowers your upline in dealing with the prospect or the downlines. So edification is by words, is by action. It's always a combination of both. And if you come to VCon, you know how much effort the in-service, the core in-service take to manage edification, from the difference of chairs for Dato Sri and Japa, our founders, the V partners, the difference of detail we put into the glass, the water. I will never sit down at VCon as long as Dato Sri is speaking. I'll be walking by his side, listening to every word. I will remain standing for 2 hours on day 4 of VCon, as long as my mentor and upline is speaking. That action is important. Alright, that's edification by action. So every aspect, how you treat your upline or the person you're edifying by action, is fundamentally important. Now the newer generation of children don't understand this. But when we are growing up, we understood this. Alright, the respect we displayed publicly for our parents is a form of edification of our parents. So it's in you. Edification is in you. And as generations go on and go on and go on, alright, edification will be diluted. But it hasn't diluted. The president of countries are treated a certain way to empower them. From where they stand, where they sit, their cutlery, their table, the way they dress, how they are treated, how they are respected, how they are introduced at every event. Edification is fundamentally important. It also applies in relationships, in love. Alright? How I would edify you if you're meeting a girl you like who's my friend. I can destroy the relationship before it begins. Alright? Or build it even before you open your mouth. Okay? So edification by words, by action. You also edify the company as QNet, the fastest growing network marketing company in the industry.